our camera died, but we do have everyone here still. We're not all going to be in the frame. Sorry, Jared.
We changed locations.
We did, and now we're outside. But we were talking about teamwork. And we were talking about how our teamwork was more consistent because we all had a common goal, and we also didn't have a group member trying to be in charge of everybody, which made contributions equal and our development as a group through communication very strong.
Okay, so for meetings.
Talk loud. So loud.
Okay, for meetings we met twice. Both times everyone showed up, so it worked out really well, and everyone brought the right materials, so we didn't have to worry about, getting everything together. Everyone planned ahead. So yeah.
Excellent. Well done, team. Let's talk about some planning.
As far as planning goes, we were able to plan most of our stuff during our class time. I think we kind of had everything figured out before we had to meet, and we all did that in class. So we were able to establish a decent schedule, which was nice because everyone knew exactly what time we had to be somewhere and where we had to be and what needed to be accomplished during that time.
Yeah. And again, our technology made it a little easier for us to get planning done. And yeah, I think utilizing the class time was super efficient. Coordination is basically the same thing as planning, so I don't think we need to talk about that too much. Group development, I don't think we've had a whole lot of time to actually develop as a group. Fortunately, we all work really well together to start off, so that probably will debilitate the development process just because we already work so well together. I don't see us. It could decline. We'll find out, but I don't think it's going to get much better. I think we all work really well together and have similar personalities, so that makes it a lot easier for us to get along and do well together. But maybe by the end of the semester, when we do another simulation, we might see some differences between what we did now and what we'll do later. But other than that, I don't know how much group development we've done as a whole, considering that we worked so well together to start off.
I think also, in correlation with the book we read, they had a lot of time, or needed a lot of time to develop as a group because they started out not really working together, and so, she had to extend out their, team building for a very long amount of time, so that way they could actually become a team. And we we were plopped in a group that was assigned together, but we also picked it up right away versus having to take, weeks on weeks on weeks to become a cohesive group of people.
And again, yeah, that common goal made it 10 times easier versus having several different people with several different inputs all trying to make something work, which doesn't usually work ever.
And then when it comes to technology, it made it really easy because through texting and everything, we were able to meet up easily. But I could see how a lot of groups could run into conflict because with the simulation, there was confusing steps like how to start it, and it was online, so you never know, the Wi-Fi situation, how people could run into problems with that. So I could see how we could have had conflict there, but we ended up figuring everything out pretty easily, and it worked out well.
I thought so too.
In terms of decision making, since we did have the common goal, it was really easy to make decisions without conflict of interest. But even though in terms of the simulation, we did have a leader, but we did keep the lines of communication open, so everyone kind of had a say in what was being made.
We repeated really quick.
Yeah, I feel like all the decisions were pretty uniform in that everybody had the same amount of input. We all kind of just sat there and were like, all right, what are we doing here? Made the decision together and moved on with it. And in regards to finishing it, we actually got a little more people than I thought we would to the top of the simulation. I thought we were all going to die.
I died.
I did die eventually, but we were, more than half of us got up there, so that's pretty solid.
And even though we did have a leader, and she had to make us go on to the next day or the next step and make sure everything was well, she did still lead at the same time because we had to put everything through her at the same, to make sure everything was running smoothly.
Right.
Yeah, also, I think that, everyone really listened to each other, and everyone was really open to suggestion. And,
Yeah.
If you had a different opinion, you just said it, and everyone kind of took it in.
Yeah.
I think it was helpful, too, that at the end of each day we went through and was like, okay, my health is this, what's your health? what's the weather supposed to be like for the next step, and like what do we want to do based on our current status as like climbers on the mountain.
Right. And I thought we were pretty good. And back to like conflict, like we didn't have any. We all worked really well together. We all have the same interests at heart, so it just made it much easier for us to communicate and get what we needed to get done while avoiding any issues with one another. We also didn't have anybody slacking, which can always create some sort of animosity, but we didn't have that situation. And I thought we did pretty well all in all.
Yeah, the only conflict I could see that we ran into during the simulation is what day we all wanted to spend the night together.
Yeah.
Because if we should go to the next stop or camp or whatever, but like that was pretty easy to work out once we.
Right, because like individually, one person was supposed to stay, I think, at Camp 2 for a night, and I think someone else was supposed to stay at Camp 4, and then like my individual goal was to keep everyone together the whole time. So I mean that couldn't have been accomplished, but we figured out, you know, which camp was most beneficial to everyone.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think all in all, we did pretty good. I'm excited for the next one. If it goes as smoothly as this one, I don't have any worries. And yeah, thanks, Jared. You're the best.